Owen, I fully trust you. Or somebody here wants to step up and handle it, by all means.
What the fuck is this?
Okay.
But since I'm not gonna be part of the police department, you know.
What if we just did like, okay, is this too far to ask for a state announcement that any formal news corporations can report to Mission Row to receive a statement that they want to publish it, and we just hand it to them? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm like not sure how I feel about giving it straight to LSBN because they're kind of publishing total bullshit about like what terrorists are saying literally. So I'm not sure I trust them totally.
We could have Moose Knuckles publish it.
There's also Hood News. I remember seeing that during the Gulag Gang War.
Yeah, well, they're currently in there.
Oh, I see. Okay. That was that guy Dean. What's his name? Dean Quincy?
Shiesty. Oh, that was the car.
Fuck.
No,
You mean
Quincy? Yeah. Dan's back, by the way. Unrelated.
This is Tourette.
Quincy.
This
I don't
is
know.
Axel to Tourette.
Yeah, I think he did it for a little bit.
This is all your wife's fault, Dom. And then he said,
Most
say to
successful
my
assistant
face,
chief of all
you
time,
pussy
Zach.
ass bitch.
Yeah.
Dark.
It'd be a big
Hope you're holding
pickup.
on to your job with both hands. Den's
He
back.
might come back for a year.
Oh, that guy.
We had him run a shift one meeting. And he said, "My name's Dan Shiesty. I'm happy to be here." Like the old days.
A couple of things. Obviously, I've been informed that you had a medic in your AC-130 or a doctor. Is that true?
Yep. It was me, a cop, and I said, "Anybody want to volunteer?" And then
Who's stirring the pot about Sobo?
And he got himself in some army like pilot stuff. We got on that plane, and then we got shot down real quick.
Here comes Axel swinging.
So that was the first recorded doctor getting shot down, or medic.
Yeah, maybe. Wasn't the first time a doctor got shot. Ooh, give me a panel for it.
I mean, we could actually. Dark, why am I hearing that, you're telling people at the meetings to skip the chain of command?
How did I skip the chain of command?
I don't know. I got officers saying that you're telling people to not follow the chain of command at the meetings. Is that true?
I'm telling people not to follow orders that are illegal, immoral, or war crimes. Yes.
I'm talking about the chain of command. Is the chain of command issue or not?
I just explained. I said you do not have to follow the chain of command if you are asked to do something illegal or something that if you don't want to do something, basically you don't have to do it. That's what I told them.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they have to keep their job, but that's the truth.
I mean, like I said, I trust you. If that you said it, I trust you. It should be it from me. I'm just confirming what these people are telling me.
Motion to waive panel for stubble. The doctor was in a plane, hundreds of feet in the air. I don't think it matters.
Feet.
Don't think it matters what faction he was a part of.
I mean, I don't disagree.
But I get decided at the panel.
Motion to waive the panel.
Was he dressed the same way as the others?
So it's very, very foggy memory. It was like moments before. I want to say
he
had
really
actual
came
military
in
stuff,
to,
but not a doctor.
to throw things at us,
Yeah.
dude.
It was
To
was
me,
he
that's
holy
visible
shit.
outside the
a bit of a
plane?
difference.
No, he was in a back room where there was no windows, and I didn't even see what he was wearing. So, Tribble, Tommy Tribble is his name. If y'all want to reach out to him and find out, I heard he's alive, so that's good. And then we were also with John Castle, PBSO solo
Pretty sure I've
cadet.
seen both of them on Twitter today. Yeah.
You see a guy in black.
Toretti just joined the Angels. Everyone say congrats.
No way. What is this man doing?
Well, that's just what like Lexi lost tweeting, so probably not true. This John Castle guy really likes retweeting stuff, huh?
I can't believe he suspended himself.
Water guy.
Sigh, regrets.
FAW.
Yeah. There's a toilet on the Vinewood sign. I got to see that.
Where?
Okay. Well, in any case,
There's a few other things that
yeah,
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
go.
like,
I'm just gonna go back
over.
to the first thing I brought up a while ago. Are we all on board for the what do I call it? Public information officer role? Because
Yeah.
I think a good
Yeah.
thing for them to do also would be to like scroll
I need to
Twitter
pee.
and like see if
Social
officers
media,
are
yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, like have them maybe not police Twitter, but like keep an eye on who's saying what and if they see anything inappropriate.
Misinformation being spread.
Community
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah, they're just if they see a deputy or someone tweet something that's like pretty against
Antagonizing.
police policy, then they can bring it to command or something. All right. Well, we're cool with that. We can arrange interviews for that next week or something. I don't want to do it right now. We got a lot going on with funerals and panels and shit. Also, when is the Brian Walter Bison triple panel?
Well, that's what I kind of wanted to find out. I think they're mostly free. Walter's only free after 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can try and contact him to see if we can get anything early on that. But I kind of want to see how is our
I'm
availability this week.
24/7, but the later it is, the more unreasonable I will be.
It's, yeah, me too.
Okay.
So I mean, like I can make anything really. It's just the earlier the better. But is anybody not available on any days at any times?
Friday,
I'll
4
come when I'm
p.m. at the
needed.
funerals.
Can't be Friday at 4.
I can't do after certain times, but
I mean, it's only Walter and Brian,
Well,
right? You
so
don't
let's
have to have
just-
Bison.
let's just-
Bison's already been handled. I don't think we'll throw over that one.
Has he been
Should be good.
handled?
I mean, I was talking to this to Doc and Axel, and I don't think Bison needs a panel.
Yeah, I
And
don't think he
that's-
did anything
I think
wrong.
the
If
LSPD
anything, he's the
can
victim.
look into that. And
Yeah.
I mean, he disobeyed orders, but it's already been handled.
Okay, fine, fair enough. Then we'll disregard that. Okay, so Brian, let's break this 2 parts. Brian Walter. They're not going to be at the same time because Brian is not awake after 7 usually. So let's just do Brian like tomorrow or the next day fairly early. We could even do before tsunami because I know Brian's kind of early and that works for the most because Stubble, Dark, and Reed all prefer early. So what's the earliest you can do Tessa and Axel? Or the earliest you're comfortable with?
Before tsunami is a tall order for me.
Okay, we could do at tsunami and just disregard the meeting.
I can do before and after tsunami. It doesn't
we
matter.
do like an hour after tsunami because I just
That would
Yeah,
be
wasn't that
better
the
better
best
for me.
time for
Is that good for
everybody
everyone? We'll just do that.
Yeah.
Then. Brian
Yeah.
tomorrow or the next day. Let's do the next day so there's much time to. We can do tomorrow. You guys care?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, tomorrow should work. Yeah.
Tomorrow after tsunami, an hour after tsunami. Someone let Brian know, or I'll let him
Yeah,
know. I guess.
I can do it. This is fine.
Okay, perfect. Tomorrow after tsunami, an hour after tsunami, Brian, and then for his Walter, 7 is a tough time for most of y'all. So, how late can he do? I wonder, because like, it might wrap around to the point where like, I could wake up early or some shit.
But he does like
you know?
shift 3.
Yeah.
Like this-
I wonder. What's the That's gonna fuck Tessa. Dude. How late are you up, Tessa? Usually,
Pretty late.
we're talking like 4 or
I'm-
5 a.m.
I am a degen, so shift 3 should not be an issue.
What's the latest you're comfortable with? Top of your head.
Probably like 5 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay. Is that so? 5 a.m. That's like what? Fucking bad at translating.
Honestly, like 9 or 10. It's pretty
8
decent for
a.m.
myself and
Eastern.
Doc.
Are you comfortable with that? On the other side, Dark and Reed.
So 8 a.m.
I can
Eastern.
do
Yeah.
anytime 1 hour after tsunami during shift 3. So
Yeah,
that's
but-
probably perfect for me.
1
Yeah,
hour
that
after
should be fine.
tsunami. So that's
Yeah.
2
Anytime
a.m.
I can
Eastern?
show up to. I should be good for me.
All right, let's do that. Let's do
Plan
2
around you
a.m.
guys.
Eastern on like. Well, let's not do it tomorrow because that's gonna fuck everything up. It's confusing because it's like the day of now.
God damn it, Bundy.
What if we just did one of those You know that link Tessa posted with like the what time can we all do it? Let's just do that for that or something. It's too complicated to do math in my head if that's all right.
I posted one, didn't I?
Did you?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think it was someone else. I didn't post it.
Yeah, I can. If it wants to fill that out, it's just a scheduling thing about the next few days, and I can send that to Walter too, and then we can just figure out when everyone's available.
Yeah, let's just do that. That's going to work better than trying to work it out in our heads. Because what I'm going to end up saying is like, let's do it Thursday night, but that ends up being like Friday morning because it's past midnight or some shit. I don't want to confuse everyone. So
Whatever time y'all decide on, I'll show up to it. I'm gonna begin my suspension. Let me know when y'all need me. I'll show up these high command panels, but I won't be on duty.
okay.
Good. Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Commissioner.
All right, see you, man.
Nothing else to go over.
He's
We
being
could
such
maybe
a.
talk about the
I'm
motive.
gonna say it, he's being a real diva about this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, he said Trey was being dramatic about him doing the same thing that he's doing now.
Yeah, total hypocrite for that.
I mean, there is. I don't even know what we didn't actually get around to mentioning. Hold on, let me check me
Well, I
notes.
was about to say, Owen and I talked about motor and what we could probably do with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
that.
we'd already discussed this basically, right? We're thinking for the motor lead, make them both co-leads, and if there's any conflict at all, they're both out, and we pick someone else new entirely.
We'd give it like a 1 month trial.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah.
like,
or just
heavily
permanently,
monitoring
just
it.
just leave them
Yeah.
both as co-leads permanently, and if either of them starts it, who cares? If they can't work together, then they're both gone, and we pick a third party, like whoever.
It also creates movement for them to
I-
have a new shift 1 supervisor, and Muller was kind of like a floater, so someone that's a
I was gonna
degenerate
say,
supervisor
aren't they
too.
both kind of in the same shift?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Muller's
but
a little bit later.
Yeah, Muller does post tsunami. He does decent amount of shift 2, while Candace is hard
Yeah.
to late shift 3.
I'm about to
into
bring in the
up to
torture
shift
chamber.
tsunami. So it means they have
I
really
don't
good
see
crossover.
either
But
one of them really.
yeah, Muller doesn't.
As long as
do,
they have a
shift.
supervisor underneath them for shift 2 and 3,
Yeah.
it should all work out.
Okay.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
That's okay with you guys. We'll do that whenever we see
Yeah.
them next.
Yep.
They
Make
have
them both
Bloom and
co-leads,
to shift
and
2.
the big thing is if either of them start something, they're both gone. That's my thing. Is I don't want it to be a well, they started it, so I get to stay now, right?
We're gonna speak to Veronica. Yeah, I think
good to
co-leads,
me.
and then they're gonna make it work if they want it.
Okay, perfect.
And then
We'll just leave them indefinitely and
Yeah.
not don't touch anything, I
Ah.
guess.
I
that
do
goes
have
into my other thing. Sorry, just really quick to bounce off it. We talked about corporal striking, but what about cert leads like Lovesick and in this thing it would be Candace and Muller. And if I wasn't a member of command or high command of HVTU, I think
That's a Steam
people
overlay.
as those cert leads should be able to strike in their field. So let's say you have
It's a
Muller as
Steam.
the cert lead with Candace, and Muller sees Wayne Thunder do something wrong with the motor unit, like attached to a B boost, then he should be allowed to strike inside the motor unit. Just like if Lovesick sees someone flying too low and they fly I1 into a building, Lovesick should be able to strike them. It would only be like an additional 6 or 7 people inside the UPD with the ability to strike. I don't think they should suspend, but if the strikes add towards suspensions, then they can reach out to their corporals and sergeants if they want to recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no issue from it. I mean, they're supposed to be, respectable members of the police department anyway. You should be responsible. So,
Yeah, they come to the command meetings. They have, a lot of access. They're essentially command of that cert, or high command of it.
yeah. That's or have you got any objections to that? Certainly, been able to strike.
No.
No, I'm good with that. I think it
Yeah.
makes sense.
As long as it's pertinent to the cert, makes even
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's reminded me of something. Do we want to? I guess for Brian and for Walter's panel, do we want it to just be high command, or should we invite, like, for example, for Brian, do we want Snow there as his like LT department lead, or do we want to keep it to high command? Same for like Willie when it comes to
Historically,
Walter.
we've always allowed the lieutenant of the person being involved to be involved, so I would be okay with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
I don't have an issue with that.
let Snow and really know then. So when we get a time sorted for so okay.
I would prefer if we don't hold up scheduling for them, though,
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
if possible.
Yeah. Snow should be able to make an hour after tsunami
Yeah, that'd be
on a
fine.
good day, so should be fine.
One
not, it's okay.
thing that I learned today, and it's a possibility, and I don't know for sure. But with for those unaware, I think it was the warden right shovel that was kidnapped and went missing for a few hours, and was found inside the DLC training facility in a torture room with his finger cut off.
Yeah.
What?
Libby put in the high
I saw
command
that. I don't know what to
photo.
make of it.
Right. Something more concerning, possibly, is I had Harvey kind of look in and make sure DLC were all good, and he kind of talked about the torture room a little bit. And Harvey said that apparently the torture room was commissioned or asked to be there by the commissioner's office for use post-war.
What?
That sounds like a senator thing, if I'm honest. Not a commissioner thing.
Right. It's yeah. I just thought I'd let you guys know I'm looking into it. I haven't got anything conclusive right now, but it's very concerning.
It's pretty bare bones,
who,
right? Like,
who brought that to your attention?
Harvey Holden, the DLC,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, he's like a
guy.
liaison. Yeah.
Liaison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's
Is that a pinky on the
concerning.
floor?
Yeah. So you have to have a key card to get in. Maddie gave them the key cards back so that they weren't suspicious that we were investigating the prison.
One got stolen.
how many are there total, the key cards? Do we know? Do they know?
Not sure. She didn't want to ask
DLC
too many questions
Oh.
until we had come to a bit of a, agreement about it, how we were going to handle it.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, technically, we don't have the authority to enforce the law on them, I guess. So,
Sort of on topic with DOC, Libby, I wanted to bring up that I spoke with the owner of Siren Radio, Sophie
Yes.
Sanders. She gave me a USB copy of that day that DOC handed
I
out
need to pee.
radios.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have that. I have not had time to review it.
Could you flick it over to me and I'll give it a listen today?
Yeah, here.
I spoke to Bayer, who was
loo.
monitoring the whole time, and he had just told me that, they put the $20 million hit out on Axel, and
I really need to pee, chat. I'm sorry. I'll be back. I'm gonna hide in this corner. I'll be back. I've needed to pee for like 3 hours. Also, what a shit show. But good RP though. Good RP.
on the table.
The whole time, they didn't know. Just sitting there. Yeah, it was all our food.
right, see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
See, who needs the ADA? I knew you guys could just climb up the stairs if you wanted to.
They only got the railing for a reason, huh?
Is this your truck?
Yeah, it is.
I'm back. Sorry, Trey, I had to let the dog out. Well, because I missed the end of the meeting. Oop. Well, that was interesting. To love. Meeting good. I will see. Yeah, it was great. In character was awful. We have half of high command. No, I'd say more than half of high command. I think the only people really questioning it are Axel and Owen. I think everybody else is at least, you know, pretty good. You know? Did I even get to all my points? No, because we keep getting interrupted. Doc's kind of thinking, if we're gonna do this, we can't just talk about it. It has to be laid out in front of people. Like, the facts have to be just laid out. It can't be, this is what, you know, I've heard, and that's bad, because then
That's
people
exactly
just
it.
go on
So
tangents.
I've got them taking a couple of days.
It has to be
I think
here.
that it's going to
This
be
is
the
the
best
facts.
way
You
for
can't
me
deny them.
to-
This happened.
I
Now
don't know.
what?
My biggest concern is that, you know, people are gonna be held accountable for these actions that were no part of it, wanted no part of it, because of the actions of a few. So I need to stand up for those people and find some way of, like, you know, saying, hey, we don't stand with that, without it being in there.
Yeah, Stubble should have been.
I kind of just quit, didn't quit. You know, I think I was just frustrated with
Stubble was quiet.
just the way that things were being talked about. And so when I walked out, I realized that, you know, I am in the position to try and help this. If this doesn't work and I get fired over it, then, I mean, that's better for people than me quitting. So.
Tired? Yeah, I'm fucking tired. I've been up for like 16, 17 hours at this point. And I've been out all day. Fucking doing wedding shit. And then I gotta do this. Yeah, I'm knackered, mate. I'm fucking knackered. And we've still got to talk to Nick. Oh my god, that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Alright, let me talk to Libby, then I talk to Nick.
I'll figure out a way to do it from the public, because it's the same thing. They've only seen what's been released to them.
Doc's
so
POV, does he not think Bundy's
people
responsible?
People are basing their opinion off that, and I don't think there's anything that the PD could say.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know why. Listen, this is the thing. Is Doc gets along with Owen on a lot of things. But then he comes out with this outlandish war hero. I'm done bad shit, so that means other people, you know, am I getting punished too? Like this kind of outlandish argument, and essentially saying that, you know, agreeing with the senator that, you know, they were soldiers over there and we shouldn't do anything to them back home. Like basically saying that if you go to another country, you can do whatever the fuck you want and it shouldn't be held against you when you get back. You know, that's just like, whoosh, for Doc. That's it's out of pocket. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy fucking talk. Especially when it comes to them being a police officer, you know, but I think the important thing that Doc's going to take away from that is that, yes, just because there was a loud opinion in the room doesn't mean that it's over. and it doesn't mean that everybody wasn't actually on board, because we don't actually know what some of the others actually feel about this stuff. Yeah. And then Doc was like, I'll just read off all these things that I've been told. And everyone was like, yeah, go for it. And then Doc starts doing that. And then it's like, actually, you know what? Just stick to the sanguine stuff. Hey.
Hey, sorry about that.
You're gonna no need to apologize. Pissed
I'm
me
gonna sit
off
there and be
too.
called essentially a bad fucking cop because I have morals,
Yeah.
which is something that all cops should have. I had a thought when I walked out. I don't know if you heard me just talking to Grayson. Grayson was to have a meeting with us 2 hours after tsunami tomorrow. Are you good for that?
Yeah.
With a bunch of judges.
Wait, early? Or all like early tsunami, or the like
2
I don't know
hours
what-
after tsunami. This
is it
tsunami.
This one? I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I can, yeah.
I've asked Bison and Sweets to collect statements from every LSPD officer on how they feel about the war from what they have found out. So, seeing the negotiation video, seeing the video released by LSBN, seeing the statements released by High Command,
Ooh.
I want documented how every single one of them feel. Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, what I tried to stay in there is that it's not the Senate, and it's not, it's not only Brian and it's not only Axel who are going to face the consequences for their actions. It's every single LSPD officer. It's every single UPD officer who's going to be out there patrolling the streets are going to cop it just as much as they do. So I want to have something that I release that essentially says, we didn't agree with what happened. We wanted no part of it. This is the stance that we are taking, essentially. And I made sure that he knows that every single person that, he needs to let them know that it will be published. What they say will be published. They may face consequences for it. I may face consequences for it. But I don't know. I kind of lost a lot of faith down there.
And me too. I think Owen was most surprising, to be honest. Owen needs to learn how to communicate without raising his voice, I think. He was better at the end, but I guess war stuff he gets pretty heated. Maybe not heated is the right word, but extremely loud and opinionated. But that doesn't mean that he is the voice for the whole of High Command, because when we get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I think most of the room, apart from Owen and Axel, are on board with the war was bad and we did bad things. It seems that Owen and Axel are in another vein with that. I mean, on the plus side, it seems everybody's on board to go against the senator and, his crimes. I guess his crime. And, we're happy to do that, which is just the thing. It's just so baffling to me how we can be in that room and be so on opposite pages when it comes to people doing really bad things and being complacent. But then just because
They're
they're in
thinking about it as like war actions being taken during a war, but not realizing no matter what capacity he did it at, no matter if he was acting as a fucking, like an actual soldier, or whether he was acting as PD, the consequences are coming to the PD. They're not. He is under our employment right now. The consequences are coming to us, not to the fucking, Metalia, whatever the fuck it is, militia. It's not going to them. It's not. They're not just going to target the people who went there and shot them.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
So, Veronica wants to talk to both of us, but I'm out of time. I didn't realize that would take so long.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know if you want to like organize it, like if we can lock in a time for another day.
May take my
But I was
prime
gonna see
while
if you could
still
give her a
leaving
call and just see, because I am late to something, very late.
Yeah, I just worry that. What the hell? Is that stubble?
Yeah.
I worry that the if I delay it tonight, that she's gonna lose faith that she's gonna be listened to. And that's not me trying to convince you to stay around. It's just whether or not I should.
Yeah, I
'cause-
can't. I just told her I would be there, but I didn't. Like, I don't want to go back on my word, but like, I'm 38 minutes late to something.
Oh yeah, you should get going. You should probably get going.
I could join via like
No.
phone call
No,
and
you're good.
listen, but it's yeah.
Uh, with Grayson, I think wasn't it an hour after we were doing the Brian panel?
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have to
I
reorganize that.
will- Yeah, okay. I'll have a chat with him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about Veronica. Yeah, I just don't want to miss out on her already.
Yeah, just have a
And-
chat, see how she feels. Just say, I can be around tomorrow, but I have to be out by 38 minutes before now every day.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get out of here.
All right.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, Doc.
I'm be honest. I'm so fucking tired. But I don't want to miss out on this. Simone was 3 hours ago. Oi, 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 oi.
Nick.
Hello, Nicholas. I'm
Hello.
finally out of the meeting.
Oh, okay.
I know. As far as I'm aware, the chief spoke to Veronica. Is that right? And said she was going to be
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So the chief has out-of-town commitments that she's had to head to. So she won't be able to be there. I'm happy to meet with Veronica now, if that's what
Yes.
she's up for.
Yes.
But obviously the chief won't be there.
Okay. Yes, that absolutely works. You know what? I'll be honest, Dark, and I would like for you to sign off duty, and I would like for you to put your phone in a glove box and turn it off, and I would like you to meet me somewhere where I ping you to. And the reason for that is very simple. You can tell people that you're meeting me if that makes you safe or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, fine. I'll do it.
I just don't want anyone following us, so we can have this conversation in peace, because I don't want people to know that you're meeting Veronica for your safety and hers.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that.
What's your ping number? And I'll send you a ping from a location.
149. I'm gonna need a minute
149.
to get a car and stuff.
Okay, all right. I'll ping you, and we'll stay there, and you can just come there whenever. And try to make sure you're not being followed. And again, if you feel like it, you can text. I believe you're married.
Yeah.
You can text your husband, I believe, and so if that makes you feel more at ease or whatever. Fuck. I just don't want you to get followed by another cop and they report it to the Senate and boom, we're all dead.
Okay. Yeah. I'll tell someone I trust, and you know, if anything goes wrong, then obviously your name was mentioned. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't think. I'm not scared. I don't think you're gonna do anything. So it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just like to take precautions and I don't like people, snooping.
Yep. I understand. Okay. Well. Yeah. Give me some time, and I'll see you shortly.
149, correct?
149. Yes.
149. All right. I'll ping you in a bit.
Okay. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Well, we need food. We need a car. We gotta go. You're on
I'm
the
gonna go talk to
phone.
Bison. I'm gonna go talk to Bison, who's at your fitness center, to find out whatever happened with Carmine. Apparently, he's the one that did the thumbs up. But
What thumbs up?
the thumbs up that he goes into treason.
Oh, I see. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go meet with Nicholas Simone. So if anything happens, I'm gonna be signing off duty. So if anything happens, that's who I'm meeting.
We know. We know.
But
Who
you
to go
know?
for and hunt down.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
Anything that went.
It was like a mindful. Very like, I don't know. It was very. We're just gonna hop in the car. You go to the city?
Yeah, I'm going to city. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Owen was very like on one side at the start, and it got ugly, and it had to get ugly before it got better, and I think everybody got out their initial. It did get better, but
Sure.
I don't know. It's like you said, apples to oranges. You know, Owen was comparing it to the old days and what happened before, in places very far away from San Andreas. But the difference is, like I said, right? It's not just war crimes or alleged war crimes against combatants that we've never met. It's San Andreas citizens that have gone over there, and it's this weird thing that, like I brought up, are we cops acting in a military capacity, or are we cops that are now military soldiers? And without that, it's kind of hard to get that distinction. It's really fucking tough, because it's like Owen said, there's so many things that we did that could justify us getting fired, like. But I think the important thing is kind of like putting them into categories of, yeah, we had people in tanks and using grozers that are legal weapons over here, but there's a difference between using a flamethrower and putting a bomb on a medical personnel and telling them to go over there. Regardless of the legality of a war crime in the state of San Andreas, it's like the moral thing. And that's where it gets kind of like funky, in my opinion, is like, where do we draw the line of what's okay?
I think it's it is a difficult question to answer.
I think the bomb and Waltz is past the line. I'm not trying to argue that, but it's like, where does the line start? Is it training the EMS and doctors to use firearms? Is it giving them class use in the first place? Is it us using flamethrowers and tanks? Is it us using RPGs and homing launchers? Us using bombs and bombing the ground? Like, what's the line?
Did Jenny tell you about how Dickhead spared like the medic?
Another EMS. Yeah.
Right.
She
so
did.
That guy's like an actual moron, and even he could like realize that medics are off limits. So why couldn't we?
Wasn't that after he had shot them and he let them get treatment?
I think because Jenny wasn't wearing a medic uniform, he didn't
Yeah.
realize that she was a medic. But then he saw the medic, and that yeah, I don't know. Basically, I think it's all. I don't know. I just
It's
think
so convoluted and it's. Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's what I keep trying to reiterate. It's like, sure, things happen over there, whatever, but it's whether or not, like, we want them, as PD and Owen was basically saying, you know, he basically kept bringing up whether Brian was broken or all this kind of stuff, and I don't think that's the point. It's just whether or not we can, you know, we as a
Trust
high
him.
command want someone who is willing to do that as an officer. I think that's all it is. We control who we want in the peace department. So I guess
Well, that's what
Owen
Owen
does.
brings in the comparison towards like the old days, right? It's like, well, I don't know if you know this, but I got stranded on an island off of Russia actually for a couple of years, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I mean I had to do things that are not legal at all, but it was like a survival situation, you know, like
Right, but you
like I had
weren't
to throw a
employed.
frying pan into a guy's face,
That sounds
and it broke his
extreme.
jaw, and then he choked on his own tongue and died.
Sounds extreme, man. What the hell?
But like you said, I wasn't employed in the PD. and
Right,
Neither were the NATO guys.
right, exactly. And I think, like, I don't know what Owen's history is, but I think it's the only difference in if someone did this in, let's say, Afghanistan and was employed by the US military. The only difference here is that for some reason we've say, hold on, I need to accept this ping. Okay. Yeah, for some reason we're not following the international law, so they can't be punished legally when they get home. It's the only difference. That's the only thing that's different. If if it was the same situation in another country, then we wouldn't be having this discussion, and they'd probably be in prison. I know that's not the case, but I don't know. I'll be honest. I think most everybody, apart from Owen and Axel, agrees that Walter and Brian probably shouldn't be employed. I'm hoping that's the case, and just Owen was just the loudest voice, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta get to this meeting, but
Yeah, I go sort out Carmine Costello.
all right. You any food and water?
I got some food here, but all the food got left on the table at SDSO.
There was food on the table.
Yeah, Owen bought 10 meals for everybody.
Ah, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Surprisingly okay.
You're right.
You okay?
I'm surprisingly okay. Yeah, I just fell. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Pushed me.
You guys got anything to drink or to eat?
There should be stuff in the fridge. If there's not, then
We just fell off the entire roof. Yeah,
I do
got
have coffee
something
if you need it.
Here, take it.
thank
Jesus. This guy was trying to scavenge us while we were dead.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I was about to make a really dark joke about war crimes, but I'm not gonna go there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't trying to do that. Calm down. Good to see everything's well. You pushed me. What's your issue?
Boink. Hey, Bundy.
Hey, Dark, you busy?
I'm about to go off duty for a meeting. But so I'll be back after that. But I was gonna reply to your email, but I'll be honest, I was in a pretty intense high command meeting. So I didn't get back to you, and I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm just surprised to see you around and kicking this late, to be honest with you. Okay, well, just give me a call whenever you're out of your meeting. I'd love to chat with you. I've told Tessa most of the things, but I don't know. At this point, I feel like communication issues are abound, and the more high command members that I can speak directly with, the better. So.
Okay, yeah, that's I'll catch up with you straight after this meeting. Okay, I do have some questions for you regarding something else.
Okay.
Can I just ask you a quick question? I'll ask you some more questions in detail later, but the reason I phoned you earlier was because do you remember the day that Divine got leaked as the undercover operative?
I do. August 11th.
You were having I guess you were present for a meeting between Brian, Axel, and Tourette. Is that right?
That's partially correct. The three of them were already meeting and discussing things. Fuck. It's kind of a long answer.
Wait,
basically,
I'll just ask you the question. Why were you there with a sniper rifle?
Well, the sniper rifle was in my car. I'd never had it, but or at least never had it on my person. But that's because Brian Knight directed me to bring it.
Did he give you any reason why you needed to bring that?
Not prior to me showing up, but afterwards he indicated that there was going to be a plan to, quote, eliminate an asset.
Understood. Okay, thank you very much, Jeffrey. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get going.
Is anybody surprised? Anybody really surprised? Fuck, I don't have anything here.
Fringo, got another report about you.
Pyro, thank you for giving us to Maddie. Oh, hey, Maddie. And,
Suspended. You're suspended.
my shit's broken.
Pyroherb 126 gifted a tier 1 sub to Madorline. They have given 638
Madorline.
gift subs in the channel.
Uncle Teddy, thank you for the 100 biddies. Oh, Broken, thank you for the 5 gifties, buddy. And Sheepy, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be interesting for the rest of them to find out. And what a surprise. Brian Knight? The angel Brian Knight wanted to eliminate and kill an officer? Whoa. No, he would never. I don't even know what fucking card to bring, man. Just a J, bro. It's just a J. Now, obviously...
You're taking the rapid duty. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking rapid duty.
Oh my
But
fucking god.
gotta make sure it's.
Bro.
I don't have polish.
As plucky as you are.
Alright, we need to find a car. Hi, Sab. We were just talking about Axel. Thank you for the raid, buddy. Pepe laugh. Pepe laugh. Can I take out one of these? You know what? No. No. I appreciate it, Sap. If you're here, buddy, listen, I've said it to my stream, but you and Medi and heckin' Vigors have created some pretty cool RP, dude. Eh. All right, let's go sign off. We'll go rent a car. Jesus Christ, Dark and his stitches riding a bike. All right, we're signing off. Oops, wrong one. Hello? Oh no, I've broken everything. I can't see anything. Oh, fuck me. It is 1 in the morning for me. It is 30 degrees in my room right now. No bien. There we go. And I've lost it. Oh my god. Bro, come on. They're waiting. Great. Everything's broken. It just keeps saying full restart in progress. That high meeting gave you a headache? Yeah, it gave Dark headache. Also, it's good RP, you know, but... Bro, am I still signed on? I can't do anything. I fixed it. Alright, we should be signed off duty. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's go rent the car. For those unaware, we're going to meet with the EMS. We're going to go meet with Veronica Mars. Yeah, we might just die. It's certainly a possibility. Didn't you want me to leave the phone somewhere? Yeah, fuck it. I'll leave it in the fucking dumpster. Breadcrumbs, quite literally. Oh. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, I'm gonna get pulled over. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting talk. I can't believe Axel suspended himself. I can't believe he did that. I was Uh-oh. Am I dead already? Oh, thank god. Wait, what the fuck is going on here?